Yeah, so this could be your new home if you're not careful. Hey, everybody. So let's talk about cycloparalysis. It is a parasite, if you haven't already heard the news, that has been around for centuries, but there has been a massive outbreak of it uh, in the US. And as of right now, some states are reporting cases of upwards of 2,000 cases of cycloparalysis. Now, to get it out the way, it is not fatal. Uh, but, however, the symptoms are so uncomfortable that you would wish that you would wish that you were dead. From what I've done research on, basically, cycloparalysis is a diarrhea demon parasite that basically, if you and first off, the origins of it is that it can be found on produce that is not watched properly. So if you go to the store and if you buy veggies, fruit, or any type of produce, you have to watch that shit as clean as you can because cycloparalysis is found on produce that isn't washed cleanly. And now that's the source of where you can get cycloparalysis, but where it actually comes from is so gross. I'm just gonna say what it is, but I'm not gonna tiptoe around it more. It's human feces. Okay. Human feces from water that mixes up with the produce that basically the parasite gets on them. And if you don't clean the produce, then you are in for a very disgusting time. So when you are buying produce, absolutely be careful, right? But like I said, it's not fatal. But if you get this parasite in your system, it will cause you, or I don't want to say will, because from what I've done research on, some people don't even get any symptoms. Right? Some people don't even get any symptoms for weeks. Some people don't get symptoms at all. However, they get tested positive for this parasite. So some people, it's kind of like COVID in a way, where with COVID, some people didn't even show symptoms, but they tested positive for COVID. Obviously, that's the only similarity. I'm just making that comparison there. But cycloparalysis, it's not. It can be fatal in an extreme sense, but it's not typically fatal. It's mostly, if you do get symptoms, it's mostly diarrhea, bloating, nausea, stomach bug. If some people, they get a fever. And when I mean, going back to the diarrhea, when I mean explosive diarrhea, you just nonstop poop because your body it does not react positively to the parasite. You do not stop pooping, okay? And sometimes, and the thing is that's kind of scary about this is that it can come and go. So you could be, if you're a baseball player, you could be up to bat, up to, take your shot, and then all of a sudden you feel a tingle in your booty, right? And then that tingle is you having to release and relieve your bowels, and the parasite will keep you in the bathroom for hours, which is why I open up by saying that could be your new home, right? Because that's how long it takes for you to relieve all your bowels, because this parasite completely destroys your bowels, like absolutely eviscerates your bowels, right? But it's on and off. Like for the most part, most people that they get the parasite, they will be having this diarrhea for maybe a couple hours, and then it will go away for maybe like a couple of days. Even some people even say weeks, and then they'll just come right back, and then they have to then it's a whole fiasco again. So it's very uncomfortable parasite to get, right? So the whole point of this is just me warning you about it. It has been prevalent in the news. I also want to mention, I guess, some silver lining aside from the fact that it's not fatal in an extreme, only if it's extreme, but also it's not contagious. That's a good thing. Like meaning that if somebody has cycloparalysis and then they touch you, you can't get it. It's not contagious in the typical sense. However, it is all around produce. That's where it mostly is found. So it's contagious from the veggies and fruit that you eat if you don't watch them good enough. But not from like human to human contact. It can't pass on, like a typical disease. And it's basically just a parasite that opens up shop, buys real estate, in your bowels, and it just completely just makes your day a living hell. So with that being said, just be careful, watch out for it, watch your veggies, your fruits, just be careful about this disease. Like I said, as of right now, there are upwards of 2,000 plus cases, and I'm worried that this could be the next outbreak that people are going to be fearful of. I guess the immediate solution is to pull all veggies and fruits and, maybe come up with a better way to clean them before they get onto the shelves. I don't know if it's going to get to that absurdity like COVID-19 did, but this is definitely becoming like a huge, like big scare this year. So there is potential for it. COVID was obviously more transmissible and easier to get around. You literally have to social distance from people. You don't have to do that with cyclopara paralysis from what we know. So also do your own research to, fact check what I'm saying here. But so far it seems like it's going to be a problem, but hopefully we can nip this in the bud. But yeah, we'll see. But this has been TSW signing off, and